This video will give you instructions to change the images, the logos, posted at the top of the Avatar reports. Start by opening the Avatar 5 software. When it opens, go ahead and choose a client. It doesn't matter which client you choose. Then go up to the top left corner in the menu bar, click Session, and Print Report. It'll take a moment for the report to generate. The images that I'm referring to are these logos here, Wavefront and Veridine. This is probably what you're seeing in your software. To change this, start by selecting Edit Styles. Don't click the little red X to the left, just click Edit Styles. You'll get a message that'll pop up. Don't worry that it says this is unsafe. This is just an advanced tool. If you do make a mistake, it can be corrected fairly easily. So go ahead and proceed by selecting Yes. The Report Designer will open. You may need to change the size of this. You can use the standard window sizing tools. Go out to the very corner edges and put your cursor on the border. It'll change to a different type of icon. You can click and then drag to change the size. You hold your mouse button and then you click and drag it, like I said, and then increase the size up and down and so on. But go ahead and increase it so you can see what's going on clearly. Now here are the features of the report. So we want to change these logos. Let's start with the Veridine logo. Go ahead and click right in the middle of it, and you'll notice that it frames that image with little dots. There's a little button to the top right of that, little arrow pointing right. Click that and you'll get this up. Now the image source is what we want to change. Ignore that it says bitmap. Just go over to the right of that and click that little three-dot icon, and you'll get a standard Windows Explorer message up. Now you'll need to navigate to where your image is that you want to post in there. So I'm talking about an image file. There are some constraints on how large the file can be and what type of file it can be. It can definitely you can use a bitmap, you can use a JPEG, or even like a PNG file. So here's a couple of options. Like this is a PNG, a JPEG, a BMP, a bitmap file will also work. Kind of shows you which options are available down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's start by changing that Wavefront image to this one. So I click on the image. Oh, another thing about the image size here. There are some constraints to how big the file can be. The actual size of that image needs to be somewhat smaller to fit into that small space. The Avatar software can modify or adjust that to some extent, but it has some restrictions there. So start with something that's relatively the same size. So here I'm going to post this in there. I click on it, I select Open, and it makes that change. There it is. Now let's say I want to change this one. Same process. Go ahead and click on it. It'll frame it. Click the little icon up here to the right. It is a small icon. Go ahead and click the three dots here. And now change that to the file you wish to see in there. So let's use this one. Click it, select Open, and there are my changes. And you can click somewhere outside of that and it'll get rid of that little menu. So here are my changes. Next step is to save. Go up to the top left in the Report Designer window, click File, and then Save. And then let's go ahead and close this and see what changes have been made. So go up to the top right, click on the X. Now, it'll take a moment for the Report Manager to go ahead and refresh with those new images, but here they are. Now let's say that you're not completely happy with this. You can go right back into Edit Styles, click here, select Yes again, and you can change these modifications. Let's say that I want to get rid of this image altogether. I click in it. Now the easiest way to delete this image is to go ahead and click the Delete key, DEL, on your keyboard. Or you can right mouse click, that's the right mouse button on your mouse, click it, and then you should see a menu similar to this. Go down and select Delete with your left mouse button. And notice that the image is now deleted. Again, we need to save our work. Click File and Save. And now let's go ahead and close the Report Designer again and see the changes. There they are. Okay, now that changes the images. Now, another area of the top of the report I want to make sure that we're clear about is this area here where it shows you where you should have a telephone number and a fax number in there. This information is entered into the Avatar 5 software via the user preferences. Let me show you how to do that. Let's go ahead and close the Report Manager. Click on the X. Go up to Options, click on it in the menu bar, then select Preferences. The Preferences panel will open. Go down the left side and select Clinic Information. And here's where you enter that information. So let's just put something in here. Now, type it in exactly how you'd like it to appear. Uppercase letters, lowercase. All these fields are optional, but having that information at the top makes sense. I would put a telephone number in. Again, enter it the way you'd like it to appear. So I'm just going to type it in. For example, having the preference parentheses. I would go ahead and also enter a fax number if you have a fax, just because it kind of automatically asks for that and shows up at the top of the report. Again, type it in exactly the way you'd like to see it appear. This other information, if you have it, go ahead and enter it in, especially your address, phone number, email address, and so on. When you're done, go ahead and select Apply, and then OK to close preferences. Now let's check our work. Go ahead and select Session, and then Print Report. And here it shows you the changes we've made to the clinic information. This concludes this video.